Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jó estét, hölgyeim és uraim! Nagy örömünkre szolgál, hogy üdvözölhetjük az American Gothic Duo formációt. Kérjük, kapcsolják ki a telefonokat, videót Asbolt Kristóf készít. A műsor 3 részben lesz, klasszikus, verses, ami nagyon új, és itt vokális anyagok is elhangoznak, valamint populáris, ami ugye a 20. századi könyvzenéhez kapcsolható. We are really happy to present you the American Gothic Duo. Please turn off your phones. Video maker is Kristóf Asbolt. The program it will be in 3 parts: classical, poetry, and pop. And please welcome Rose Bishop and David Cyzak.
Chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. And each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Ah, distinctly, I remember, it was in the bleak December. Eagerly, I wished the morrow. Vainly, I had sought to borrow from my book's Syrinx of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Leonore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Leonore. Nameless here, forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, that it is!" And nothing more. Presently, my soul grew stronger, hesitated, then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or Madame, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the silence gave no token, and the only words there spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore." This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, "Lenore." Merely this, and nothing more. Back into that chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window, lass. Let me see then what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore." 'Tis the wind, and nothing more. Open here, I flung the shutter, when with many a flit and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made him, not a minute stood or stayed him, but within mine of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance of war. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven thou," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore? Tell me what thy lordly name is of the night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marveled, this ungainly fowl, to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore, for what we cannot be helping agree, that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculptured bust upon his chamber door, with such a name as Nevermore. But the raven sitting lonely, and the placid bust spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour, nothing farther than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before. On the morrow we will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. And the bird said, Nevermore. Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, doubtless, said I, what it utters is only stock and store, caught from some happy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his song when burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy bore of Nevermore. But the raven still beguiling, all my fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird and bust and door, then upon the velvet sinking I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking, Nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing to the flow, whose fiery eyes now burn into my bosom's core. 'Tis and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining, and that lamplight glower o'er, at whose violet velvet line, with the lamplight glowing o'er, shall press, nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose fast falls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, said I, thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath pent thee, respite nepenthe from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff, this kind nepenthe, and forget this Lenore, quoth the raven, Nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempter crossed thee there, shore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted. Oh, this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore, quoth the raven, Nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aden it shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels name Leonore, clasp and rare, a radiant maiden, whom the angels name Leonore. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. Be that word or sign of pardon. Bird or friend I sheeped, upstarting, get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Put the bust above my door. Take thy beak out of my heart and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, Nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and his lamplight o'er and streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out thy shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare breeze. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill. Of things unknown, but longed for still, and his tune is heard on a distant hill. For the caged bird sings of freedom. As I walked out on the streets of Laredo, as I walked out on Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy all wrapped in white linen, all wrapped in white linen and as cold as the clay. I can see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. These words he did say as I slowly passed by. Come sit down beside me and hear my sad story. For I'm shot in the chest and today I must die. dodger, yes, and I'm a dodger too. He'll meet you and treat you and ask you for your vote. But look out, boys, he's a dodging for your note. Yes, we're all dodging, 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 dodging. Yes, we're all dodging all the way through the world. Yes, the preacher, he's a dodger, yes, a well-known dodger. The preacher, he's a dodger, yes, and I'm a dodger too. He'll preach you a gospel and tell you of your crimes. But look out, folks, he's a dodging for your dimes. Yes, we're all dodging, 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 dodging. Yes, we're all dodging all the way through the world. Yes, the lover, he's a dodger. Yes, a well-known dodger. The lover, he's a dodger. Yes, and I'm a dodger too. He'll hug you and kiss you and call you his bride. But look out, girls, he's a-telling you a lie. Yes, we're all dodging, 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 dodging. Yes, we're all dodging all the way through the world. And we have one last piece for you. Simple gifts. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us. Really, thank you.
Tis the gift to be free, tis the gift